you have his eyes, you have his mind, your heart to help people.
Yep.
Do some things in school, even you faced like bullying and being left out, and you said, I'm
Yeah, of
them
course. Mm-hmm.
so that I can encourage other people who feel the same way as I do. That's why you started. I feel like I'm
Yep.
supposed to tell you, don't forget your why. And two, remember who set you up with the opportunity. You're drowning in pain because your body, your mind is telling yourself we're not tapped into our purpose all the way. You're looking for a solution. And I've
Mm-hmm.
got that antidote for you right now. And if you let me, I'm going to keep talking because I know you know it's not an accident that I'm on here. Do I have permission to keep saying what I'm saying?
Go ahead. We
I'm
all
gonna,
listening to you right now. You
hey,
speak facts.
this is because, look, I think a lot of people misunderstand who God is. They see some white dude with long brown hair on a stained glass window full of judgment and hate. That's not the God I follow. I follow Jesus of Nazareth, not a man made religion, the Messiah, the rebel, the revolutionary, an innocent, unarmed man of color executed by law enforcement. And I'm trying to tell everybody that I can that, hey, the misrepresentation that you've seen of God, that's not accurate. I was depressed. I was facing anxiety, OCD. I didn't want to be alive. I was in the darkest place I've been. I was like sleepwalking, like a zombie, just trying to distract myself and medicate my pain. And when I found the real God and stopped tripping over fake Christians and found like a real experience with the God who created everything, my whole life changed and I finally found peace and freedom. I feel like I'm on this live right now tonight. We do have a purpose, and that even though you feel like things are over, and even though you feel like it's getting worse, this is actually a checkpoint. God's just been trying to get a hold of you, and you ain't been listening, but it's somebody who's been trying to tell you in your circle, like, look, like, just try the God thing. Like, worst case scenario, you're wrong, you die, and then we just go black anyways. But if I'm right, you spend eternity with the one who created you and says that you're beautiful and that you're loved and that you matter and that you're valuable. You were walking in the courtroom, you got life. You were going to go away for life. And Jesus walked in and said, no, that's my kid. I got that. And he took that for you. He chose you as you are, not the celebrity, not the influencer, not the rapper, not the accessories or the fits or the makeup or the looks or the tattoo. You, your soul, you as a person is enough. And you matter. And if you were to die tomorrow, I want to ask you this simple question. Like I said, if you don't feel good about this, like just kick me off. But I feel like it's too important to not tell you while I'm here. If you were to die tomorrow, do you know what will happen to you? And are you confident that you're going to spend eternity with God? Because I know you've walked with some people who talk a lot about hell and talk a lot about the other thing, and you've seen some dark stuff and you've been around some dark things. But that doesn't mean you're too far. You don't get right to go to God. You go to God to get right. So I wanted to ask you that question. If you were to die tomorrow, what do you think's going to happen?
Honestly, I don't even know. I just hope that when anyone dies, including myself, I feel like we all should just live in like the reality that we see ourselves most happy in. I feel
Mm.
like we should just all have eternal peace forever if you deserve it. That's what I just feel like happens. And whatever in my mind is my view of what happiness and peace is to me, that's where I want to be forever.
Well, can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
Two things. One, I know how to find what you just described because I found it in my own life when I thought nobody was going to be able to help me get there. And two, also, you said that you feel like somebody should have that if they deserve it.
Yep.
It's real crazy. Nobody deserves it. Nobody deserves it. And I was like confused by that at first. Like, why would God, like, cares about us? Why would none of us deserve it? Think about this. When Jesus was being, right, he's taking the price. He's being executed so we can live. And then he
Mm-hmm.
resurrected so we can live. You know that story, right? You know that's all. I know you do. But there's a dude next to him who's a criminal and he's about to die. And he says, Jesus, he says, I believe you are who you say you are. In that moment, he couldn't get off the cross and go pay some pastor. He couldn't go get baptized. He couldn't go feed the homeless. He couldn't go do anything. Him by himself, all he had time to do was just say, I believe you. And then Jesus looked over and was like, hey, in this moment, you're going to be with me in paradise and in eternity. He did not have He did not have time to do anything. The word of God says that none of us deserve grace, but he still gives it to us because he loves us. If somebody cheats on you in a relationship, you're not evil and judgmental. You're just hurt when you're angry, right? You hurt by that. God is hurt when we walk away from him. He's not mad at us. He doesn't hate us. He just feels hurt. They breaking